Yeah, you know what it is.
White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
Yeah, you know what it is.
White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
Yeah, you know what it is. Collegeville High School, a champions. Yeah, screaming that's us. And when we on top, boy, quit fussing. All around my town, everything is white and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. We shut it down for the school and the sports team. White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. Purple and white, but you know what I mean. Double 11 senior year made history. Football, we took it to the playoffs. Collegeville, white and purple, yeah, we are the K-House. I said the K-House, the school of champions. We laugh a lot, we rap a lot. I'm asked to be an Indian again. I'm telling them that Collegeville is where it's at. So when we on the field of court, they better be aware of that. They scared of that. Of course, look at the ceiling. What up, Mr. Floyd? Yeah, it's Collegeville. And yes, I'm glad to say that I'm a K-Hawk. I'm about to graduate. Yeah, you know what it is. Collegeville High School, a champions. Yeah, screaming that's us. And when we on top, boy, quit fussing. All around my town, everything is white and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. We shut it down for the school and the sports team. White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
White and purple, yeah, I know you see it. You see the chaos and you tell yourself you wanna be it. I go to CHS, so I am a champ. I ran this game so long, I'm starting to get a stomach cramp. Class of 1 2, but we're number 1. Shout out to all my juniors, yeah, you know we get it done. White and purple, you already know. It's little easy peasy and that boy lay low.
Yeah, you know what it is. Collegeville High School, a champions. Yeah, screaming that's us. And when we on top, boy, quit fussing. All around my town, everything is white and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. We shut it down for the school and the sports team. White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
I'm on my white and purple, Scarface and DJ Screw. We on the peak of the mountain, best at what we do. Yeah, we the champs, homie, but we ain't selling shoes. These boys bleeding purple, call us the cheapin' crew. They don't gotta do it big, cause I don't play with sports. I play my cards right. Now we're good report. When Dub 12 comes, it's time to roll off. I'm in the back cause everybody rolling with me, K-Hawks.
Yeah, you know what it is.
Look, all the freshmen, all the fresh sophomores,
High school, champions.
yeah, they know what it is.
All around my town, everything is
White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
we shut it down for the school and the sports team.
White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
Yeah, you know what it is. Collegeville High School, a champions. Yeah, screaming that's us. And when we on top, boy, quit fussing. All around my town, everything is white and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. We shut it down for the school and the sports team. White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
And a very good evening, everyone, and welcome to East St. Louis High School, where we are getting you ready for a game on the varsity side between the Collegeville K-Hawks and the East St. Louis Flyerets. I am Todd Duca, and glad that you're with us here on the K-Hawk Sports Network as we bring you into the Chiropractic Works pregame show. Chiropractic Works, a Collinsville institution already, owned and operated by Dr. Chris McCluskey. He and his crew are focused on helping as many people as possible live high-quality lives all through chiropractic care and wellness. You can visit Dr. McCluskey at Chiropractic Works in Collinsville, 410 Regency Center, that is just off of the Beltline Road in Collinsville. You can give them a call, 343-3602, or online, chiropracticworkscollinsville.com. Well, the JV game is in the books, and it was a wild affair for quite a little while. And then the fourth quarter really kind of took off as Collinsville ended up winning that game by a final score of 39-37. And that brings us into our varsity game, where Collinsville comes in looking for their first win under their first-year head coach, Colin Moore. Kahawks have lost to Alton and have lost to Belleville West, and they're looking to get off the schneid here with a game against East St. Louis. The Lady Flyers, Flyerettes, if you will, they are playing in their first game. They were supposed to open up the season yesterday, but they got canceled up in Alton. So this is their first game and their home opener as well as their season opener. So no stats or anything to tell you about as far as the East St. Louis basketball team is concerned for this year. But we'll take our first break here on the Chiropractic Works pregame show. And when we come back, we'll give you all the information we can on both of these teams, and we'll do that next on the Kahok Sports Network.
As the Director of Sports Medicine at Next Level Performance Institute, I oversee the care of all of our athletes, many high school, collegiate, and professional. Our goal is to help athletes stay on the field and maximize their performance. We have state-of-the-art diagnostic equipment where we can actually perform testing to get to the root cause of problems that could be getting in the way of athletic performance. When it comes to taking care of athletes, we take a full body approach. Whether it's musculoskeletal ailments, nutritional issues, organic issues such as headaches, sinuses, digestive issues, we have advanced training to where we can remedy health issues and return that athlete to play as quickly as possible. If you or your athlete are dealing with any kind of nagging sports injury and would like to see if we can possibly help, feel free to give us a call or come by the office anytime.
Code 3 Barbecue Supply, home of Code 3 Spices, is first responder owned by proud Kahok alums. Located at 302 East Main Street, Code 3 Barbecue Supply is your home for one-of-a-kind everything barbecue headquarters, providing the best American-made barbecue grills, smokers, rubs, sauces, accessories, and cooking expertise from professional barbecue experts. Code 3 Spices provides award-winning rubs and sauces and donates 25 cents a unit sold to first responder and military organizations to aid the fallen and assist with suicide prevention and PTSD awareness. Stop on by. See the guys at Code 3 Barbecue Supply for all of your cooking and grilling needs. Code 3 Barbecue Supply, home of the Memphis in May first place world champion Patriot sauce. Learn more about their products and mission in giving back to those who serve at code3spices.com.
At Visionary Wealth Advisors, we empower you to see your future before it's your future, to create your inheritance, to build your vision, to anticipate the known and unknown, and to find potential in both, and build new dawns. Visionary Wealth Advisors.
As the Director of Sports Medicine at Next Level Performance Institute, I oversee the care of all of our athletes, many high school, collegiate, and professional. Our goal is to help athletes stay on the field and maximize their performance. We have state-of-the-art diagnostic equipment where we can actually perform testing to get to the root cause of problems that could be getting in the way of athletic performance. When it comes to taking care of athletes, we take a full body approach. Whether it's musculoskeletal ailments, nutritional issues, organic issues such as headaches, sinuses, digestive issues, we have advanced training to where we can remedy health issues and return that athlete to play as quickly as possible. If you or your athlete are dealing with any kind of nagging sports injury and would like to see if we can possibly help, feel free to give us a call or come by the office anytime.
And we welcome you back into the Chiropractic Works pregame show here on the Kahok Sports Network as we get you set for this varsity contest between Collinsville and East St. Louis on the Lady Kahawks side of things. Here's what we got so far. Collinsville 0-2. I told you that. East St. Louis has not played in a game yet. They are coached, by the way, by Charday Butler. And let's take a look at some of the Collinsville information that we have for you. Collinsville outscored in their first two games, 118-79. Both got off to slow starts in both games. 9 points versus Alton and 4 points versus Belleville West in the first quarters of both of those contests. Collinsville so far in the 2 games have scored a total of 13 first quarter points. After that, 26 in the second and 20 in the third. And then it drops off again and only 12 in the fourth. So a little bit of a rough go here in the bookend quarters, if you will, for Collinsville. They trailed 19-4 in that Belleville West game after just 1 quarter of play. Ended up trailing 40-19 at halftime. But, they did come back and make it a little bit closer. A 66-35 final was the final in that contest. Now, shooting-wise, Collinsville has been a little cold as well. 17 of 60 in the game against Alton, good for 28.3%. They picked it up a little bit in the Belleville West game, going 14 for 39 at 35.9%, but you combine both of those, and right now Collinsville is 31 for 99 from the field. That's good for 31.3%. They are 3 of 29 from beyond the three-point arc and 14 of 24 from the free throw line. Rebounds are doing pretty well as we go over to the defensive side of things. They had 38 rebounds in that loss over Alton to start off the season last week. Only managed 24 rebounds against a very good Belleville West team. So 62 rebounds in the 2 games. That averages out to about 31 rebounds per game. And if you listen to the junior varsity game, we had a total of 50 turnovers in that JV game. And believe me, each team had their fair share. East St. Louis ended up with 24, while Collinsville ended up with 26 turnovers in that junior varsity game. The turnover bug, not quite as heavy for the varsity side of things, but getting there. 47 total turnovers in the 2 games combined. That's good for 23.5 turnovers per game, 22 turnovers in the first game, and 47 turnovers in the second game. Now, when we look back at the history between these 2 teams, last year they split. And it's been a little bit like this. Last year, Collinsville lost here in this building, 65-47. That was on December the 10th. And then they won the home game on the rematch, 60-49. That was on January the 28th. And the teams have split, each team winning on their home court for the last 5 years in a row. The last time East St. Louis swept both games, home and away, that was the 14-15 season. And that was also the last home loss by Collinsville to East St. Louis, 61-53. That came on the 9th of December of 2014, so a little over 7 years ago. The last time Collinsville swept both home and away games, that was the 12-13 season. So that means that the last win here in this building for Collinsville against East St. Louis was a 60-54 victory 8 years ago, a little over 8 years ago, on the 22nd of January of 2013. So it's been quite a while since Collinsville has pulled off a victory here on this floor. We will take our final break here on the Chiropractic Works pregame show, and when we come back, we'll pass along the starting lineups to you and much more. And we'll do that after our timeout here on the Kahok Sports Network.
As the Director of Sports Medicine at Next Level Performance Institute, I oversee the care of all of our athletes, many high school, collegiate, and professional. Our goal is to help athletes stay on the field and maximize their performance. We have state-of-the-art diagnostic equipment where we can actually perform testing to get to the root cause of problems that could be getting in the way of athletic performance. When it comes to taking care of athletes, we take a full-body approach, whether it's musculoskeletal ailments, nutritional issues, organic issues such as headaches, sinuses, digestive issues. We have advanced training to where we can remedy health issues and return that athlete to play as quickly as possible. If you or your athlete are dealing with any kind of nagging sports injury and would like to see if we can possibly help, feel free to give us a call or come by the office anytime.
Do you have a big land improvement project that requires some outside help? Call Petroff Trucking Company. The Petroff Companies have been shaping the metro area since 1975. Family owned and operated, Petroff Trucking Company can do the job and do it right. Hauling, excavating, and grading, they do that and more. Petroff Companies also has roll-off dumpster rentals. They also specialize in dirt and rock sales. Petroff Trucking Company can help you develop your land for your needs. Petroff Trucking Company. Check out their website, PetrovTrucking.com, or give them a call, 618-797-6100. Petrov Trucking Company, shaping the metro area since 1975.
Your home is where you feel happy, safe, and secure. So if you see signs of foundation problems like cracks or uneven floors, worrying is natural, and getting it fixed is crucial. Woods Basement Systems understands. We've been solving foundation worries since 1986. Woods experts have the training and equipment to make permanent repairs. So stop worrying, because with Woods, it's fixed forever. Foundation problems don't get better with time, they get better with Woods, the all things basement-y experts. Call or go to woodsbasementsystems.com today.
Collinsville High School alumni Stacy Lauenstein, CHS class of 91, Lisa Bassetto, Sarah Sulke, and Tracy Limp, CHS class of 94, Tony Geisen, CHS class of 96, and Kevin Robinson, CHS class of 99, want to wish all of our Kahawks a great year. We look forward to cheering you on and supporting you. Work hard on the court and the field, as well as in the classroom. Remember, once a Kahawk, always a Kahawk. Hashtag Kahawk Family.
As the Director of Sports Medicine at Next Level Performance Institute, I oversee the care of all of our athletes, many high school, collegiate, and professional. Our goal is to help athletes stay on the field and maximize their performance. We have state-of-the-art diagnostic equipment where we can actually perform testing to get to the root cause of problems that could be getting in the way of athletic performance. When it comes to taking care of athletes, we take a full-body approach, whether it's musculoskeletal ailments, nutritional issues, organic issues such as headaches, sinuses, digestive issues. We have advanced training to where we can remedy health issues and return that athlete to play as quickly as possible. If you or your athlete are dealing with any kind of nagging sports injury and would like to see if we can possibly help, feel free to give us a call or come by the office anytime.
I was anticipating a national anthem being played before the varsity game. That didn't happen, so we are underway. Collinsville with the ball first. And as soon as I say that, Collinsville turns the ball over. And we also have a whistle as well. And this one looks like it is going to go against Astasia Bush. Your starters for Collinsville, Megan Jansen, Ella Guerrero, Astasia Bush, Jenna Scheller, and Jordan Gary. For East St. Louis, Tiasha Irvin, Ronisha Spencer, Janiyah Brown, Shakara McCline, and Rukayla Witcher. East St. Louis with the ball. We're just underway here in this first quarter, and the Flyers have their first crack on it on offense. McCline over to the far side to Irvin. Irvin back out front, top of the key. McCline, three-point shot, good. That's how this one gets started. Collinsville with the ball. Here is Jordan Gary. Gary, underhand shot, tips off the front of the rim, won't fall in. And Collinsville couldn't find their own rebound to bring it back. East St. Louis did, and here's another three-point try. That one rattles a couple of times, won't go. Rebound put back up, but not in, and we're going to have our first free throw participant. This one's going to belong to Jenna Scheller. So 2 quick fouls here to start off with for Collinsville. And the first free throw by Rukayla Witcher, no good. And Witcher, another one. This one rolls around, won't fall in. Jenna Scheller there with the rebound for Collinsville. So 0 for 2 on the free throw tries there for East St. Louis. Collinsville with the ball. Scheller out to the top of the key. To Bush. Bush dribbles, kicks it all out to Jansen. Jansen from the left wing to the top of the key. Now backs it up toward midcourt. Jansen, the 5'2 sophomore, with a pass, and a nice try on the save opportunity over there by East St. Louis, but stepping out of bounds was McCline. And now Jordan Gary will inbound from right where the ball left. 6:26 to play here in this first quarter, and Gary and Guerrero miscommunicated, and Jordan Gary throws that one out of bounds. Second turnover for Collinsville. Kahawks looking for their first points. Here comes McCline and company for East St. Louis. That's Brown. Brown on the wing. Back out to McCline. McCline, she'll dribble, she'll drive, she'll go into the paint, she'll take the shot. It rolls all the way across the rim, and the rebound is on the ground, and it's eventually picked up by East St. Louis. And all the way back out to midcourt we go. Now back over this way for McCline. Back out to Irvin. Irvin over to McCline on the right wing. A slingshot sidearm pass. And turning that into points was Witcher. And it's a 5-0 start here for East St. Louis. And almost picked it off. Did McCline, but instead she knocks it out of bounds, so Collinsville will inbound right in front of the East St. Louis bench, or in between the bench and the scorer's table. Inbound pass goes into the backcourt for Guerrero. Guerrero brings it up and gives it up for Astacia Bush into Scheller. Scheller, turnaround shot with one arm, won't get it to fall. Rebound belongs to East St. Louis, and the Flyerettes bring it back up with 5:25 to play here in this opening quarter. Spencer all the way out front, three-point shot. That tips off the front of the rim, and then it gets tipped all the way back to the shooter, McCline. And McCline takes it in off the glass for 2 more points. And just like that, Coach Colin Moore has said, we need to call a timeout and talk about this. A quick timeout here, 7-0 in favor of East St. Louis, and we are back in just a moment on the Kahok Sports Network.
The Junior Service Club of Collinsville has been a proud supporter of KahokSports.com and the Kahok Sports Network from day one. Since 1934, the Junior Service Club of Collinsville has been providing women in the community an opportunity to make a difference with fundraisers and projects, all that go towards helping the needy in Collinsville. If you would like any information on any event sponsored by the Collinsville Junior Service Club, head to Facebook, type in Collinsville Junior Service Club, and then click on the Event tab. We thank the Collinsville Junior Service Club for their continued support of the Kahok Sports Network and KahokSports.com.
Inbound pass comes in for Collinsville. They are trailing 7-0 here early on. Kahawks looking for that all-elusive first point. And over in the far side, it is Jordan Gary. Gary gives it up for Scheller. Scheller into the corner now for Bush. Bush drives baseline, takes it off the glass, can't get it to go. Rebound again belonging to East St. Louis. Flyers bring it up. Here is Spencer. Into the corner, Irvin, three-point shot, good. Boy, oh boy. Things have started off on the hot side for East St. Louis. And we have another timeout. Is that what's going on? Yes, we do. Another timeout on the floor. That is not what Coach Moore wanted to see right after the first timeout, so he wastes no time whatsoever with another one. We're going to step aside for just a moment as well. Back after this on the Kahok Sports Network.
Just because you can cut your own hair doesn't mean you should. The Shop, a great place in Collinsville for men and boys haircuts, is where you should take your hair. The Shop is owned and operated by Collinsville High School graduates Danny Kress and Jody Neiman, and is located at 103 South Seminary Street in Uptown Collinsville. The Shop isn't just another place to get a haircut, as Danny and Jody take great joy in getting to know their clients and look forward to turning those clients into friends. When you sit in a stylish chair at the Shop, Jody and Danny pride themselves on getting to know you well enough to say, the usual? So, men and boys, if you're tired of the same old cookie-cutter approach to haircuts, check out Danny and Jody at the Shop. You may just walk out with not only a fantastic cut, but you may also walk out with a friend. Or two. The Shop in Collinsville, 618-772-7175. No appointment necessary. The Shop, 103 South Seminary in Uptown Collinsville.
Plumbing or electrical problems? Is your AC or heater on the fritz? There are dozens of companies out there, but do you really know who you're letting in your home? Trust Tiger. Our technicians are clean-cut, drug-free, and background-checked. What other company can make this bold statement? Our 24-hour emergency service will ensure your plumbing, heating, AC, and electric are up and running no matter what time of day it is. Schedule your appointment today. Tiger Plumbing, Heating, Air Conditioning, and Electrical Services. We earn our stripes every day.
Back here at East St. Louis High School, 10-0 in favor of East St. Louis. Collinsville trying for their first points, and they'll try another a little bit later because that one is a turnover as they throw the pass out of bounds. Flyers bring it back up. McCline hands the ball off to Brown, who in turn Hands the ball off. Now a pass into the paint. Shot taken high off the glass. Won't fall. And there is McCline with another East St. Louis rebound. Gets it into the paint. And now we're going to have a foul coming up against Jenna Scheller. Scheller didn't hit. She had her arms up in the air, and she was just following body for body, and she gets the whistle. She'll pick up her second foul. Team's third. And that was a mask timeout, by the way. I was shocked. I was caught off guard. I didn't think they would call a mask timeout right after an actual timeout. But we approached around that 4-minute mark. There was 4:45 left when they called that mask timeout. Now there's 4:02 left to play here in this first quarter, and it's been all East St. Louis thus far on the scoreboard. Missed there. Not even sure who it is, to tell you the truth, because I can't see numbers with all the hair in the way. That was 32, Suggs. Rebound belongs to Collinsville. Only their second rebound of this game. Riley Doyle over on the far side. Bounces a pass out front, and now Anastasia Bush shot from beyond the perimeter, and it did everything but go in. Rebound belongs to East St. Louis. Flyers bring it up, and it rolls across the rim, and the rebound belongs to Irvin. Back out front to McCline. McCline got the ball before it crossed the timeline. Collinsville being shut out thus far, 10-0. 3:30 left to play here in this opening quarter. Into the corner it goes. Three-point shot, nothing but net. Tiasha Irvin, her second three-point basket in this game, makes it 13-0 in favor of East St. Louis. Here's Jordan Gary. Gary to Doyle. Doyle bounces a pass into the corner for Guerrero. Guerrero's return pass got tipped, and another turnover by Collinsville, and it's another opportunity for East St. Louis to add to their score, and they missed on that shot. Rebound saved by Collinsville, but right into the hands, I believe, of Irvin, and I believe she stepped out of bounds. That was Spencer. Now the referees are going to talk about it, and they are going to agree that she did step out of bounds. First turnover of the game for East St. Louis. Stasia Bush will come back in, and Ella Guerrero will head to the bench. 2:54 left to play here in this opening quarter. Collinsville looking for their first points. Over to Gary. Jordan Gary dribbles around the top of the key. Gives to Riley Doyle. To Astasia Bush. Bush just outside the lane. Puts on a move off the glass. Can't get it to go. Picks up her own rebound. Puts it back. Still can't get it to go. And then with a rebound after that, it is ripped out of the hands of Oriana Givens. And a foul coming up to Shakara McCline. Her first, team first. At the free throw line, Oriana Givens, and she hits the first one, and Collinsville is on the board. Givens, 1 for 3 from the free throw line coming in, and she hits both. That's the way to make those freebies count, especially when you're looking for your first points. 13-2, 2.5 minutes to go here in this first quarter. Flyers with the ball. Here's Brown. Brown dribbles once, picks it up. Into the corner it goes for Spencer. I can't tell. There's so many ponytails flying around, numbers around here. I can't even see them. Here's McCline. She has very skinny ponytails. I can read her number, and so far I've been writing down a lot of numbers next to her name in my scorebook. 15-2 in favor of East St. Louis. Doyle with a turnaround shot. Can't get it to go. Rebound again belongs to East St. Louis. 15-2 in favor of the Flyerettes. We're under 2 minutes to go here in this opening quarter. Pass over this way for Brown. Brown almost lost the handle on the ball, gives it up for Spencer. Spencer drives baseline and takes the shot, and it gets a couple of nice rolls, and Spencer is on the board for the first time here in this contest. 17-2 in favor of the Flyers. 95 seconds left to play here in this opening quarter. Here's Astasia Bush. Bush has the ball ripped out of her hands. Flyers trying to come up with it, and we're going to have a jump ball called now. Possession arrow in favor of Collinsville.
Jump ball to the far red.
No, it's not to Collinsville. East St. Louis had the arrow in their favor. I was used to seeing the arrow on the other side in the last quarter of the JV game. That's why I just assumed. 1:24 left to play now in this first quarter. Here's McCline, and McCline putting on a couple of nice moves in the paint and adds on to her point total. She now has 9 points in this game already. And East St. Louis out to a 19-2 lead. Pass over to Bush in front of the East St. Louis bench. She tries to spin her way in, and McCline is all over that. But Collinsville keeps the ball. There's a little baby hook shot by Jenna Scheller. And Scheller has the first 2-point field goal in this game for Collinsville. It's 19-4. Here is McCline again with another 3-point try. That one doesn't go, and now we're going to have a whistle. This is the same score we had at the end of one quarter of play against Belleville West the other night, 19-4. We have 47.5 seconds to play here in this quarter. Jordan Gary will come in. She'll take the place of Oriana Givens, and Gary inbounds and does so to Jansen. Foul called on Suggs. And now Riley Doyle underneath the basket, and a hot shot that Jordan Gary couldn't handle. Scheller finds it, puts it back up, but it won't go in. And East St. Louis pulls down the rebound, then commits the turnover. And Jansen to Astasia Bush out front. Riley Doyle for three. Yes! Riley Doyle gets the 3-point shot going here, and Collinsville feeling a little better about themselves at 19-7. 10 seconds left to play here in this opening quarter. East St. Louis playing for the final shot. Over to McCline. She's been hot. Big 3-point arching shot there. Nothing doing. And the rebound belongs to Collinsville, but they're going to run out of time to do anything with it. And we'll end the first quarter 19-7 in favor of East St. Louis. We'll take a timeout and come back. Second quarter action will be coming your way next on the Kahok Sports Network.
Pace Design and Construction in Maryville. Whether building a new home, making an addition to the home you currently own, or finally getting around to that remodeling job you've been putting off, Pace Design and Construction in Maryville can help. Pace Design and Construction is a building and remodeling contractor you can trust. They provide the highest quality, they are dedicated to their customers, and are committed to completing your project on time and within budget. Pace Design and Construction in Maryville. Give them a call at 618-407-5466, online at pacedesignconstruct.com, or on Facebook at Pace Construction Design.
.12-point lead for the East St. Louis Flyers after one quarter of play. East St. Louis was out to a 14-0 lead before Collinsville finally got on the board with a free throw. A couple of them, actually, by Oriana Givens. Then things started to fall a little bit more with Jenna Scheller with a little baby hook and then Riley Doyle with a big 3-point shot. So 19-7 is where we stand after one quarter of play. And we are underway in quarter number 2. Collinsville with the ball. Here is Jansen. Jansen over here to this side for Bush. Bush back over to the other side now for Guerrero. Guerrero to Jordan Gary into the left-hand corner for Bush. Bush throws it across the court, and Guerrero out front for Jansen. To Astasia Bush back into the corner on the far side, and then back out to the right wing for Guerrero. Gives it up for Doyle. Top of the key for Jordan Gary. Gary into the paint, bounce pass into the corner. Bush pulls up in the perimeter, takes the shot, but it's a little bit too hard. And it falls over, and then the ball gets knocked out of bounds by East St. Louis, so Collinsville will have a chance to regroup and put some points on the board yet again. Third turnover for East St. Louis. Jordan Gary inbounds, offset right from her basket to Bush. Bush gets it out front, and almost falling down there was Jansen. Jansen, pass over this way for Guerrero. Guerrero moves the ball over to the top of the key, gives it up on the right wing for Jordan Gary. Gary back out front now in the slot for Doyle. Doyle over to the far side sideline. That's Guerrero into the corner. Out of the corner she comes, and a pass to Jansen. Tipped, but Doyle stays with it. Turnaround jump shot off the glass, but a little bit off to the left. And East St. Louis handles another rebound. They bring it up, and then they lose it. Collinsville will get the ball back once again. Chances to dent this lead. That's 3 straight possessions now. Maybe this third one here will result in some points. before East St. Louis has a chance to set anything up. Doyle over on the wing, top of the key for Jordan Gary. Into the paint, takes the shot, can't get it to fall, but Jordan Gary's going to go to the free throw line. That foul belongs to Janiah Brown. That's her first. Third. Each team now with 3 fouls. Jordan Gary to the free throw line where she is 2 of 4 this year. And that one swoops right around but does not fall in. Stasia Bush checks out of the game. Ricky Merlack, who had a hand in that JV win, now into the game as Jordan Gary hits one of her 2 free throws. And Collinsville is within 11. Flyers with the ball, really, honestly, for the first time here in this second quarter. They got it down court once, but turned it over. And now Tiasha Irvin with the ball. She directs traffic and then brings it over here to this side. Hands the ball off to McCline, who's had a hot start. Hands the ball off to Stevenson. Now into the corner here, and that is Irvin. Back out front for McCline, another 3-point shot. That one hits right where the iron meets the glass. Rebound belongs to Collinsville. Jordan Gary, who had the pass to Jansen off the glass, won't get it to go, and she couldn't follow the own rebound or get it to slap in the right direction to get it to one of her teammates. Flyers end up with the rebound. And then there's, almost a turnover. Man, that was like a hot potato out there. Flyers add on to their lead with 2 more points from Witcher. Flyers' first points here in this second quarter, 21-8 in favor of East St. Louis. Here's Guerrero. Guerrero back out front for Jansen. Jansen over into the corner now. Guerrero for 3. That one misses the basket. And it comes right down for East St. Louis to handle that loose ball. That's a turnover. And now the Flyers bring it back up. Here is Spencer. Over to this side now for Stevenson. Into the corner. McCline, another 3-point shot. That one misses. Collinsville comes away with the rebound. Jordan Gary all by herself off the glass. Good for 2. She had Jansen over there on her left-hand side. Could have bounced the pass to her, but with no defenders anywhere around, Jordan Gary just decided to take it in herself, and the Kahawks get themselves into double digits. Still trailing by 11. 4:40 left to play here in this second quarter, so we're about due for a mask break. Here is Stevenson, and, well, we're going to have a timeout called instead by Sharday Butler, so we'll step aside for just a moment as well. I have a feeling right after we come back from this one, we're going to go to a mask timeout, so we'll see, and we'll come back in just a moment on the Kahawk Sports Network.
The Collinsville Education Association is a proud supporter of KahawkSports.com and the Kahawk Sports Network. The CEA is your partner as they work to ensure quality education for our children. The CEA advocates excellence and equity in public education and represent over 400 educators in 11 schools in both Madison and St. Clair counties. For more information, you can visit the Collinsville Education Association's Facebook page or the CEA's website at collinsvillecea.org.
Back at East St. Louis High School, 4:37 left to play here in quarter number 2. Collinsville trailing by 11, 21-10. East St. Louis with the ball over on the far side. That's Brown. Janiah Brown with a slingshot pass right in front of the free throw line. Shot taken there, no good. Rebound belongs to the Flyers. Turnaround shot, and that one is good by Witcher. Witcher now has 6 points. And it's 23-10 in favor of East St. Louis. Jenna Scheller with the ball, and then a bounce slap pass that she was trying real desperate not to lose. Out to Merlack, and then a 3-point shot from this near side corner for Guerrero. Nothing doing. Rebound belongs to East St. Louis, and they go flying in. Shot taken, and you can count the bucket and the bruise there for Destiny Coleman, who had a big hand in that JV game that East St. Louis ended up losing by 2 points. And we do have a mask timeout now, so we will step aside again for just a moment, and we'll be back after a timeout here on the Kahok Sports Network.
Are the lights on your dashboard putting on a show? Bring it to Mike's Automotive in Collinsville. Mike's Automotive is also a T3 certified tire center. They can handle all of the basics like oil changes and tune-ups and the not-so-basics like complete engine rebuilds. Mike's Automotive also has 24-hour towing and has 3 locations: Millstadt, St. Louis, and in Collinsville. The Collinsville location is at 1150 St. Louis Road, just blocks from the high school. Or call 345-0611, online at mikesautomotive.net and Mike's Automotive on Facebook.
Everyone has those projects around the house that you just don't want to do. AW Outdoor Solutions can take care of that for you. Former Collinsville High School graduate Adam Welly owns AW Outdoor Solutions, and he and his crew can handle all of the dirty work around your home or business, whether that's tree trimming and maintenance, brush removal, power washing, gutter cleaning, and leaf raking and removal. AW Outdoor Solutions can handle that and much more. AW Outdoor Solutions is fully insured and offers free estimates on all of their work. AW Outdoor Solutions. Call Adam Welly at 314-252-8010 or on Facebook at AW Outdoor Solutions.
Back here at East St. Louis, I'm Todd Duke. Glad you're with us. Got all kinds of camera help tonight. Girls from both varsity and junior varsity helping on the cameras tonight. We certainly do appreciate that since we're at a lack of people inside the gym. Smattering of East St. Louis fans over on the far side. Miss on the free throw by Coleman. Rebound belongs to Collinsville. Kahawks bring it up. Here is Jansen over to Gary. Jordan Gary brings it around from the right wing to the top of the key. Into the corner now for Merlack. Merlack back out front for Gary, who then hands it off to Jansen. Jansen to Scheller just outside the lane. She pushes her way through, gives it to Astasia Bush, kicks it out for Jansen. 3-point shot. Oh, just a little strong, but the rebound belongs to Jordan Gary. She'll put it back up, can't get it to go in. And then the rebound again belongs to East St. Louis. They bring it down, and guess who? Shakira McCline turns it into 2 more points for her, and it's a 27-10 lead now for East St. Louis. Here's Jordan Gary. Gary bounces it to Merlack into the corner for Bush. Across the court for Jansen. Bluffs the 3, brings it in. Underneath for Scheller, off the glass, won't go. Actually, she hit the bottom of the rim, got her rebound, and then she put it back in. Scheller now with 4 points. Collinsville trailing 27-12. And over on the far side, here comes a 3-point shot from the sophomore Brown, and that one didn't even make it to the basket. And we're going to have a whistle. Collinsville will get the ball back after a foul committed by East St. Louis. This one's going to go against Witcher. That'll be her first, team fourth, each team now with 4 fouls. 2:41 left to play here in this second quarter, 27-12 in favor of East St. Louis. Here is Jansen. Jansen over to Bush. Bush across the way for Riley Doyle. 3 points on the way, yes! Riley Doyle's second 3-point shot of the night. And Collinsville digs a little bit deeper into that lead. It's still 12, though, for East St. Louis. Here is Brown. Outside McCline. Her 3-point shot wouldn't fall this time. And the rebound belongs to Collinsville. Here's Jansen. Oh, McCline. Both offense and defense. She is on fire. Stole that pass out of midair. Jordan Gary tried to take it away, but then McCline tries to get fancy with it and tries that behind-the-back pass, but ended up not hitting anyone except for the bleachers here at the end that are not extended. 2:05 left to go. First half, 27-15 in favor of East St. Louis. Cross back into the game for East St. Louis. And Collinsville with the ball. Here's Jansen. Over to Bush. To Scheller. Scheller just outside the paint. Turnaround fadeaway. Won't fall. Rebound belongs to East St. Louis. Flyerettes bring it back up, and there's McCline again. She takes a shot, won't go. Scheller with the rebound. Oh, and Riley Doyle almost forgot to take the ball with her. Now Jansen all alone. Nice head fake off the glass. Wouldn't fall, but Jansen's going to go to the free throw line after a foul there by Tiasha Irvin. Irvin will pick up her first, team's 5th. 94 seconds to play here in this first half. Megan Jansen to the free throw line. Jansen, her first trip to the charity stripe, and she is now 5 for 5 on the year from the free throw line after making that one.
That's her first team 4.
Jansen, ready for another. And that one's no good. Rebound belongs to East St. Louis. On the far wing, Spencer. She'll step into the perimeter, take the shot, can't get it to go, follows her play, gets her own rebound, throws it up for grabs, then off the glass, still won't go. And another shot off the bottom of the rim. Collinsville gets this rebound, and they break it out. Here's Jansen on the wing with 1:10 left to play here in this first half. Over to Jordan Gary, now into the corner for Doyle. Riley Doyle has hit 2 big three-pointers. I would suggest finding her some open room and letting her keep that up. Here she is, and she has a pass picked off that was intended for Jansen. And now East St. Louis brings the ball up court, and there is Lee, and that ball is knocked out of her hands by Astasia Bush. And Michaela Lee will inbound right in front of what constitutes the Kahok bench. Inbound pass comes into Spencer. She'll pull a three-point shot right off the top of the key and uses that glass to help her out. Spencer's first three-point shot, and that's a 30-point mark now for East St. Louis. Here's Astasia Bush, 3 to answer. No. Ball belongs to East St. Louis. 30 seconds left to play, and a picked-off pass, nicely done by Katie Bardwell. Bardwell races in off the glass, and she'll make it count for 2 points. Collinsville now trailing again by 12. 15 seconds left to play here in this first half. Pass to McCline. McCline gets it to Lee. Lee back over to McCline. And McCline with 7 seconds left gives it back to Lee over on the wing. Free throw line. Shot taken. Won't go. Rebound on the ground. And are we going to get a... Nope, we're not going to get a shot before the buzzer. Well, that's the way that the first half comes to an end. East St. Louis leads your Collinsville Kahawks by a score of 30-18, and we'll take a break. We'll crunch the numbers, and we'll come back in just a moment and bring those numbers to you on the Kahawk Sports Network.
Just because we're adults doesn't mean we don't have toys, am I right? If your adult toys consist of boats, campers, or RVs, then you need to call the GASA storage team of professionals. Winter weather in the Midwest can be quite harsh, and finding a place to properly store those expensive toys for winter can be just as rough as a Midwest winter. That's where the GASA storage team comes in, with outdoor self-storage and covered storage for your toys. They even have tractor-trailer parking, conveniently located at Horseshoe Lake Road and 111 in Pontoon Beach. GASA Storage, for the safe storage of all of your toys. Contact the GASA storage team, gasastorage@gmail.com, or call today, GASA storage team, 618-797-6100. Lakeside Roofing in Collinsville. Let the professionals at Lakeside Roofing protect your most important investment, your home or business. Have the elements taken a toll on your roof system? Notice a leaking roof? Maybe it's time for a free roof inspection. Regular maintenance can extend the life of your roofing system by 10 years or more. Lakeside Roofing is your winning team for commercial and residential roofing systems. Lakeside All-Star professionals have installed, repaired, and maintained hundreds of roofs on both sides of the river. Call Lakeside Roofing today at 618-344-2800 in Collinsville or 314-241-5253 or online at lakesideroofing.com. Choose experience, choose Lakeside.
Hi, Purple and White fans. This is Dan Mode, class of 1989. I'm with New American Funding. Myself and New American Funding are proud sponsors of Kahawk Athletics. As we have great coaches at CHS on all the courts, fields, and tracks, we like to coach you through the home buying process and refinance process. If there's ever anything we can do, I can be reached at 618-973-5343 or www.danmodeloans.com. Let's support our student athletes at CHS. They deserve the best. Thank you for your time, and go Kahawks.
Extreme Details Vehicle Detailing in Collinsville, owned by former Kahok Jay Merkel. At Extreme Details, they believe in the value of community and in helping the community hold the value of their vehicles. A sharp-looking, clean ride that you and your community can be proud of. Extreme Details offers drop-off, pickup, and delivery service, as well as a mobile service, whether that's a simple wash and wax or all the way up to a full detail job. No job is too big or too small for Extreme Details. Plus, Extreme Details offers scratch and oxidation removal and vacuums every vehicle regardless of what package you choose. Cars, trucks, boats, motorcycles, and more. Extreme Details in Collinsville, open 9 to 6 Monday through Friday, 9 to 5 on Saturday. Call Jay Merkel for an appointment at 301-6033 or 977-1224. The reviews are in. Old Herald Brewery and Distillery in Collinsville is a hit in the Metro East. Folks both local and visiting the area are calling Old Herald Brewery and Distillery a must-stop destination in Collinsville. Old Herald Brewery and Distillery is located at 115 East Clay Street in Collinsville and is home to one of the only restaurants in the state with their own brewery and distillery that produces some of the best brews and spirits in the area. And the food, all created by an in-house chef using local ingredients that will please any palate. Old Herald Brewery and Distillery in Collinsville has daily specials including patio service and curbside pickup. Get yourself a bottle or a growler to go, or dine on their patio where you can hear live music every Wednesday, Thursday, and Sunday. Don't forget about Old Herald's open mic night the second and last Tuesday of every month. Old Herald Brewery and Distillery in Collinsville. Check their Facebook page for daily specials, online ordering at oldheraldbrewery.com or call 855-8027.
Back here at East St. Louis, I'm Todd Duke. We are at halftime of this game here between Collinsville and the East St. Louis Flyerettes. 30-18 is our score after one half of play. It was 19-7 after one quarter of play, and East St. Louis had a 12-point lead. They remain with a 12-point lead as both teams scored 11 points in that second quarter. Collinsville was down 15-0 before they finally got on the board, and that was with a free throw. So for a while, Collinsville was really struggling, but a couple of Riley Doyle three-pointers helped get a little bit closer, and we're a little bit closer than we were when we started this game. That is for sure. Leading scorer in this one, no surprise if you've been watching, Shakara McCline with 11 points in that first half, followed closely there by Tiasha Irvin with 6 points, as well as Raquela Witcher with 6 points. 5 points belongs to Renisha Spencer, and then 2 points for Destiny Coleman. Collinsville is leading led in points by the 2 Riley Doyle three-point shots. She has 6. Jenna Scheller has 4. Jordan Gary with 3. 2 points each for Oriana Givens and Katie Bardwell, and then 1 point for Megan Jansen. Rebounds, East St. Louis winning that battle right now, 18-13. Collinsville has turned the ball over 8 times. East St. Louis has turned the ball over 5 times. And from the lines, Collinsville 4 of 6 from the free throw stripe, while East St. Louis looking for their first freebie. They are 0 for 5. And from the three-point stripe, Collinsville has the 2 from Riley Doyle. They are 2 for 6 as a team. And East St. Louis has hit 4 three-pointers out of 9 tries in that first half. So that is where we stand after one half of play. I have not got, well, as I look down at my screen, 21-15. East St. Louis is leading the boys back at Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium at the half of that game. So one team trailing by 6, the other one trailing by double that amount, 12. So that's where we stand at halftime of both of these games. And we're going to take a break, and when we come back, we'll have second half action, and that'll be coming your way in just a moment on the Kahok Sports Network.
Brady Pest and Termite Management in Caseyville. Brady Pest and Termite Management is your local pest control source. The Midwest offers its fair share of pest problems, and Brady Pest and Termite Management is up to the challenge. Whether it's pesky rodents in the cold winter months or ants, spiders, and other pests in the warm months, Brady Pest and Termite is your solution. And termites? Brady Pest is tops in the Metro East in termite management. Do you have unwanted pests? Then call the best. Brady Pest and Termite Management in Caseyville. Call 343-1790 or on Facebook at Brady Pest and Termite.
Cafe Agape serves up some of the best sandwiches, burgers, pork steaks, meatloaf, fish, and more in Collinsville. And yes, they still cater. Wedding receptions, luncheons, business meetings, and much more. And Cafe Agape is your destination for all of your holiday and party favorites, both main courses as well as delicious sides. Cafe Agape in Collinsville is the only place to pick up a Kahok sandwich or dog and the new Flamin' Kahok sandwich. Cafe Agape, check them out at 703 St. Louis Road. Give them a call at 345-CAFE. That's 345-2233. And don't forget to tell them Stewie sent you. The Times-Tribune, Madison County's longest-running leading independent newspaper. The Times-Tribune has now added Collinsville to their coverage area this year, including coverage of City Hall, happenings in Collinsville, as well as coverage of the Unit 10 schools and the Collinsville Kahawks, plus more. The Times-Tribune is a weekly hometown newspaper that is published every Thursday and has been reporting news and sports in Madison County for over 30 years. Subscriptions are only $32 for an entire year, delivered to your home and the online edition. For more information, call the Times-Tribune at 618-667-3111, online at www.timestribunenews.com, or follow them on Facebook at Troy Times-Tribune.
Back here at East St. Louis High School, I'm Todd Duke. Glad you're with us on the Kahok Sports Network. Just about ready for second half action. Told you a little bit about some history between these two teams. Well, overall, over the last 21 years, East St. Louis holds the advantage. They have 30 wins to Collinsville's 16. In the playoffs, East St. Louis has the advantage as well, 3 wins to Collinsville's 1. Last time these two teams met in the playoffs was on February the 13th of 2017, so almost 4 years ago to the day. Collinsville lost 50-40. That was the regional semifinal game at Collinsville. Last win in the playoffs by the Kahawks over East St. Louis was on February the 18th of 2015, so almost 6 years ago to the day. A 50-38 win in the regional semifinal game that was at O'Fallon High School at the time. All right, we're ready to go here in this third quarter. Collinsville gets the ball to start things off, and we are underway in quarter number 3. Jordan Gary with the ball over on the far side, gives to Jansen, tries to shove it up inside for Jenna Scheller, but, you know, Jenna Scheller, she's 6'2", hard to overthrow her, but that's exactly what happened. So Collinsville starts off with a turnover, and East St. Louis will turn that turnover into 2 points. Here's Guerrero. Over to Jordan Gary. Over to Jansen. Jansen to Astasia Bush. Bush, she again. That's back-to-back times that the girls are overthrowing the tallest girl on the court. And Collinsville turns the ball over on their first 2 possessions here to start off the third quarter. When you're trailing by 12, that's not a recipe for anything good. Here's the star of the game thus far, Shakara McCline. McCline at the top of the key, no-look pass underneath, and it cost her because on the other side, Spencer wasn't watching all the way and caught the ball with the corner of her eye at the last second, put up her hands. Ball falls down to her feet. Collinsville takes over. 3-point try by the Kahawks, no good. Rebound belongs to East St. Louis. A baseball pass all the way up to Spencer. Spencer bounces a pass back onto the wing, and that is Brown. Brown across the way, but Jenna Scheller steps in front of it and picks that pass off. Collinsville gets the ball back, looking for their first points here in this third quarter. Here's Astasia Bush. Bush up underneath. Jenna Scheller. She'll make the transition and bank it off the glass for 2. She now has 6, and Collinsville has their first points here in this third quarter, and they have the ball back once again, trailing by 12. Here's Jordan Gary. Running down, giving it up for Riley Doyle, bluffs the 3, and pulls up inside the paint, takes the shot, can't get that friendly roll though, and the rebound belongs to East St. Louis. Over on the far side, Brown, and in the paint, shot taken, no good. Rebound belongs to East St. Louis, but The rebounder falls down. Here is McCline picking up the loose ball. Three-point shot for Brown. That one goes all the way over the top of the rim and the top of the backboard and down the guide wires. Turnover by the Flyers. They had 5 in the first half. They've already committed 3 here in this third quarter. Guerrero bluffs the 3, pulls it up, takes the 3 at the top of the key, but it would not fall. And the rebound belongs to East St. Louis. They'll bring it up. And a whistle. This one's going to go against Jenna Scheller. That'll be her third. First team foul here in this second half by either team. 32-20. 12-point lead remains for East St. Louis. Janiah Brown at the free throw line. Makes the first one. Brown on the board for the first time tonight. Second one no good. Rebound hauled in by Astasia Bush, and she's fouled. This one's going to go against Ronisha Spencer. That'll be her first. And her team's first here in the second half. So now each team with 1 foul here in the second half. Here's Jordan Gary on the inbound to Jansen, and Gary gets it right back. Gary almost traveled with it. Over to Bush. Bush from the perimeter. Tipped pass finds Riley Doyle. Jansen thought about the 3, Guerrero thought about the 3. Instead takes it in. Picks up her own rebound. Gives to Jenna Scheller, and Scheller is fouled and will head to the line. This one's going to go against Tiasha Irvin. That's her second. Team second. Jenna Scheller to the free throw line for the first time tonight. Scheller 2 for 4 coming in. Picks up another. Scheller hits both. And East St. Louis with the ball. 3-point shot on the way. That one's a little bit too short for Irvin, comes all the way back out to McCline. After another rebound by East St. Louis. And a travel. I thought for a moment there that Brown shuffled the feet before she came to a stop. Referee saw it too. Collinsville trailing by 11. Looking to get this thing back to single digits for the first time in a while. Here is Guerrero. Guerrero in front of her coach, Colin Moore. Here's a 3-point shot, Julie Gary off the top of the glass and the front of the rim. Would not fall, though. Rebound belongs to the Flyers. They bring it up. Here is McCline at the free throw line to Spencer. Back outside for Brown. She penetrates the perimeter, but then bounces right back out, gives to Spencer. Now to McCline. Right on the tail wing of that plane at midcourt. And no good on the 3-point shot. The rebound belongs to East St. Louis. And back up and in for Witcher. And it is time for another mask timeout. Oh, no, we're going to have a timeout called by the Collinsville Kahawks. So we'll step aside as well, and we will be back in uno momento here on the Kahawk Sports Network.
First National Bank of Waterloo, celebrating over 100 years of banking. Visit First National Bank of Waterloo, now with locations in Collinsville and Maryville, for your mortgage and lending needs. Why? Super low closing costs, low construction loan rates, and they do so much to support our local communities. When you need a loan, call Bill Metzger at First National Bank of Waterloo at 345-1121, or visit them with their new locations in Collinsville and Maryville, or online at fnbwaterloo.com. First National Bank of Waterloo, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Back here at East St. Louis High School. Have more basketball action coming up for you on Saturday afternoon. We'll be doing both home games at Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium involving these Lady Kahawks as the old Fallon Lady Panthers come to town. First game, the JV game at 1 o'clock, junior varsity to follow, scheduled for 2:30. After this, for East St. Louis, they, on Saturday afternoon, will head to Belleville West for a couple of battles there with the JV Maroons and the varsity Maroons. 33-22. That is our score here as we have 4:08 left to play here in this third quarter. Collinsville with the ball. Here is Jansen. Jansen in a little trouble, finds Doyle. Doyle with a bounce pass intended for Jordan Gary, but that's picked off by Brown, and Jordan Gary's going to commit a foul. First foul for Gary. Are we taking a mask break now? I don't know. What are we doing? Everybody's throwing up their hands like, I don't know. Looks like we're taking a mask break. Mask break right after a 60-second timeout called by Collinsville. I just think that's, I'm not going to say anything. Anyway, we're going to take a break, and we'll be back after a brief timeout here on the Kahok Sports Network.
Your home is where you feel happy, safe, and secure. So if you see signs of foundation problems like cracks or uneven floors, worrying is natural, and getting it fixed is crucial. Woods Basement Systems understands. We've been solving foundation worries since 1986. Woods experts have the training and equipment to make permanent repairs. So stop worrying, because with Woods, it's fixed forever. Foundation problems don't get better with time, they get better with Woods, the all things basement-y experts. Call or go to woodsbasementsystems.com today.
Ogle Auctions in Collinsville, the newest in online auctioning. Go to ogleauctionshighbid.com. That's HIBid.com to check out what's up for bid in the next auction. Ogle Auctions deals with everyday items like board games, t-shirts, and more, to collectibles, whether that is a vehicle, vinyl records, or vintage toys. Or how about a trolley car? And Ogle Auctions is always on the lookout for more items. Check out their next online auction at ogleauctionshighbid.com. That's ogleauctionshibid.com. Or call Kim Ogle today at 618-980-4530.
Back here at East St. Louis at the free throw line, Janiah Brown, she just missed her first shot. And the second one on the way, and that's a miss as well. And there is Astasia Bush pulling down the rebound for Collinsville. Kahawks turn the ball back over. Here is McCline. McCline, a pass all the way over onto the far side for Irvin. Irvin now finds Brown, and Brown travels. So that turnover is the fifth here in this quarter for East St. Louis. They had 5 in the total column in the first half. So they've already matched that. Here's Jansen over to Murlack. Murlack over this way for Jordan Gary, and a no-look tip pass for Scheller off the glass. High off the glass and good for 2. Scheller now has 10 points. First Kahawk into double digits. Here is Brown, and she'll turn around and pop one in. 37-24. And East St. Louis with yet another rebound. Shot, good. That was McCline. And her first points here in the second half after a 11-point first half. Whoops. That's why I messed up the score. I'm putting it on the wrong side. 39-24.
Foul was on number 23, Michaela Winter. That's the second foul, team third.
Or Kayla, did he say Winter? I thought it was Witcher. Trying to find my actual roster instead of my chicken scratch handwriting. Jordan Gary with the ball, dribbles and brings it back out for Bardwell, who hands off to Doyle, back and What? What?
For a 8-second violation.
Oh, okay. It is Witcher. Unless they spelled it wrong on the roster. No look pass that comes off the side of the backboard. Collinsville picks up the loose ball. Here's Bardwell. Bardwell races up. Oh, and the ball knocked out of Jordan Gary's hands, but they're going to say that she did that all herself. So, turnover to turnover. 2:04 left to play here in this third quarter. 39-24 in favor of East St. Louis. Collinsville putting a little pressure into the backcourt. East St. Louis breaks it. Shot. Rolls across the rim. Riley Doyle and Scheller teaming up with that rebound. Scheller is the one who gets her hands on it. Collinsville needs to score points off of rebounds and turnovers. Here is Riley Doyle for three. That one rattles but won't fall in. Jordan Gary heads up play, and she picks up the rebound for Collinsville. Back out front it goes for Doyle. Now to Scheller. Scheller back over on the far side for Jordan Gary. Gary runs and then hands the ball off, or passes the ball, to Guerrero in the paint. Scheller, turnaround shot, can't get it to fall. And the rebound belongs to East St. Louis. 1:20 left to play here in this third quarter. There's a three-point try and nothing doing there, and the rebound belongs to Collinsville once again. K-Hawks need to start scoring off of these rebounds and these turnovers. Here is Guerrero, just outside the lane, takes the shot, rolls across the rim. Jordan Gary's there with the rebound, and then a whistle. And we're going to have a foul. This one's going to go against East St. Louis. And who are they calling that one on? 24? Is that what I just heard? 24. That's Alicia Cross. Her first. Team's fourth. Inbound pass to Doyle. Doyle. Guerrero. Out to the top of the key. There's Guerrero to Doyle. Doyle who passes it to Jordan Gary, and Gary has it flip off of her shoulder and out of bounds. Right between her hands and then off her shoulder. Here's McCline. McCline dumps it off underneath, and too hard of a shot off of the glass there by Tamar Randall. And the rebound again belongs to Collinsville. Man, all kinds of chances to get back into this game for the K-Hawks. Turnovers and rebounds, and they just can't buy a bucket right now. There you go. Perfect example. One tossed up there by Guerrero, and the rebound belongs to East St. Louis. 25 seconds left to play here in this third quarter. Out to the top of the key, now over on the wing for McCline. McCline with a slingshot pass all the way over to the far side. Three-point shot taken by Spencer. Nothing doing. Collinsville yanks down another rebound. 10 seconds to play here in this third quarter. Here's Guerrero to Bardwell. Bardwell at the free throw line. Jordan Gary. Gary races in and gets no foul on that. Holy moly. Wow. Third quarter comes to an end with East St. Louis still leading by a score of 39-24. We will step aside and come back and bring you period number 4, and that'll come your way here in just a few moments on the K-Hawk Sports Network.
All Pro Tees in Caseyville is your place for custom apparel and has been for over 20 years now. Why? All Pro Tees can handle any size project, big or small, and they specialize in large group orders. At All Pro Tees, quality is number one on their list of priorities, as is evident by their excellent customer service. Did we mention All Pro Tees has over 20 years of experience? They can even help with fundraisers and event merchandising for your group. So for all of your apparel needs, for civic groups, sports teams, business outings, or even a family reunion, your apparel needs stop at All Pro Tees. All Pro Tees in Caseyville, right across the street from Kahok Stadium. Online at allprotees.com or on Facebook at All Pro Tees, or call All Pro Tees at 344-2200.
Well, the 12-point lead that East St. Louis had after 1 quarter of play and 2 quarters of play has grown to a 15-point lead after East St. Louis outscored Collinsville just 9-6 in that third quarter. Boy, I tell you, Collinsville, plenty of opportunities to dig themselves back into this game. Rebounds, they're looking better there. They're not turning the ball over as much. Matter of fact, East St. Louis had more turnovers in that quarter than Collinsville did, but it just seems like the K-Hawks could not capitalize on the turnovers or the rebounds. Here's another turnover. Jordan Gary brings it up ahead of steam, puts on the brakes, takes the shot, gets it to fall in. Gary's first points here in the second half. She now has 5. And another turnover, and Guerrero off the glass, good for 2 more. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Back-to-back 2-point buckets by Guerrero and Jordan. Collinsville is back to within 11 points. There's a pass to Spencer. Spencer. At the top of the key, travels. Yep, that's what I thought. East St. Louis trying to help Collinsville out here, turning the ball over left and right. 8 turnovers now since the first half ended. When East St. Louis only committed 5 turnovers in that first half, they're now up to 8. Collinsville committed 8 turnovers in the first half, and they're now up to 12. So they've stemmed the tide on that one a little bit. Here's Jenna Scheller. Backs her way into the paint, or tries to anyway. Pulls back, takes the shot, good for 2. Collinsville back to within a single digit now for the first time since the game was early. And that didn't last long as Brown hits 2, but nevertheless, momentum heading in the right direction, 41-30. Again, we're just underway here in the fourth quarter. Here is Bush into the corner for Jordan Gary. Gary into Scheller. Scheller underneath, can't get it to fall. Rebound belongs to East St. Louis. Flyers bring it back up. Here is Irvin all the way to McCline, deep left corner. And then Klein, one bounce, picks it up, gets it to Spencer for 3. That was an air ball. And then the ball picked up and put in by East St. Louis by Janiyah Brown. Collinsville got 6 quick points, and East St. Louis has got 4 of those back. Now it's a 13-point lead by the Flyers. Here's a little floater that won't fall for Guerrero. Rebound for Scheller, and now she gets it back from Bush off the glass, good for 2. Once again, it's an 11-point game. Here's Spencer. Spencer into the perimeter, kicks it back out. 3-point shot coming, rolls across the rim from Brown. Rebound belongs to Collinsville, and they bring it up to Jansen. Jansen will take a shot that's good. There we go. Now we're talking, and that forces East St. Louis to take a timeout as Collinsville once again has this thing to within 9 points. So we'll step aside as we have another break on our hands, and we'll be back in just a moment here on the Kahok Sports Network.
Pack Mail of Collinsville, locally owned and operated by Ryan Combs. Pack Mail can ship anything, anywhere. They treat you like a neighbor because, well, you are a neighbor. Pack Mail offers shipping materials and containers, private mailboxes, as well as climate-controlled self-storage. Visit Pack Mail at 407 Beltline Road in Collinsville. Online, WeShipStLouis.com or call Pack Mail at 346-4884. Looking to buy a new home or sell your current one? Trust the Blaylock team of Keller Williams Marquis Realty with all of your real estate needs. The real estate market is hot right now. Trust the Blaylock team of Keller Williams Marquis to help you find the perfect home or to help you get top dollar for your current home. Give Peyton or Emily Blaylock a call today at 618-780-4622 or visit them online at BlaylockTeam.com or on Facebook at the Blaylock Team.
Back here at East St. Louis, almost another steal by Jordan Gary. Collinsville trailing by 9. We're in the fourth. Boys, by the way, losing to East St. Louis, still at home, 36-24. 12-point lead for the boys from East St. Louis, 11-point lead for the girls, but Collinsville picks up another rebound and a chance to get that a little bit closer. Here is Gary into the corner for Riley for 3, just rolls across the rim. Bardwell with the rebound, puts it back, won't go, and another rebound by Riley Doyle. She'll put it back up and in, and Riley Doyle with her first 2-point field goal here tonight. 36-43. Flyers with the lead. There's a shot, nothing doing. Jordan Gary with a rebound for Collinsville. Here comes the flying sophomore, and she gets tripped up, but no call. Bardwell ends up with the ball, and now there will be a call. And Bardwell will head to the free throw line after the third foul, I believe, for Witcher. And it is the third on Witcher. And we have a mask timeout now, so we'll step aside for just a moment once again, and we'll be back with 4:47 left to go in this fourth quarter. East St. Louis up 43-36, but Collinsville finally getting on a roll here, and we'll be back to tell you all about it in just a moment on the Kahok Sports Network.
Lakeside Roofing in Collinsville. Let the professionals at Lakeside Roofing protect your most important investment, your home or business. Have the elements taken a toll on your roof system? Notice a leaking roof? Maybe it's time for a free roof inspection. Regular maintenance can extend the life of your roofing system by 10 years or more. Lakeside Roofing is your winning team for commercial and residential roofing systems. Lakeside All-Star professionals have installed, repaired, and maintained hundreds of roofs on both sides of the river. Call Lakeside Roofing today at 618-344-2800 in Collinsville or 314-241-5253 or online at lakesideroofing.com. Choose experience, choose Lakeside. Collinsville High School alumni Stacy Lauenstein, CHS class of 91, Lisa Bassetto, Sarah Sulke, and Tracy Limp, CHS class of 94, Tony Geisen, CHS class of 96, and Kevin Robinson, CHS class of 99, want to wish all of our Kahawks a great year. We look forward to cheering you on and supporting you. Work hard on the court and the field, as well as in the classroom. Remember, once a Kahawk, always a Kahawk. Hashtag Kahawk Family.
Bardwell misses her first free throw and has one more coming her way. Second one is good. Collinsville down by only 6 points now. Nice comeback. Oh, now we're going to have another foul. This one's going to be handed out to Collinsville. And this one is going to go against Jordan Gary. That'll be her second. And the team's third here in this second half. At the free throw line, it is Shakara McCline, her first trip to the free throw line here tonight, and she hits the first one. Girl doesn't miss from very much. Had 11 points in that first half. That's only her third point here in the second half. And a 7-point lead for East St. Louis. McCline trying to turn it into an 8-pointer, and she does. Still doable. Come on, you Kahawks. Let's get this thing going. Here's Givens and a foul, or a whistle. I'm assuming a foul. And this one's going to go against Ronisha Spencer. Spencer will pick up her second foul, and it is the 6th team foul for East St. Louis. So next foul will result in free throws, and that was an air ball, and then it goes off of an East St. Louis player and then comes down, and Jordan Gary had it hit her shoe and go out of bounds. So East St. Louis will get the ball back. And for those of you watching from some other place other than the middle of the United States, it's downright cold here. And it's going to get colder, believe it or not. Pass across the line to Brown. Brown then gets the ball back from where it came from, which was Spencer. Back over to Brown. Back to Spencer. Now East St. Louis would probably just like to play keep away with 4 minutes to go here in this fourth quarter. And that was a little travel, but it turns into 2 more points for McCline as she threw that one up without really a plan, I don't think. And now it's a 10-point game, 47-37. East St. Louis with a 10-point lead. Here's Guerrero for Collinsville on the far side wing. One arm pass to Bardwell. Bardwell gives it to Jordan Gary. Jordan Gary at the free throw line. Over to Astasia Bush. Back over this way for Jansen. Nice head fake. Moves in off the glass, but too high off the glass. And the rebound belongs to East St. Louis. Here is McCline. McCline dumps it off underneath for Spencer. Too hot to handle. She tries to throw it away, and now we're going to have a foul called, and I believe Jordan Gary is going to be guilty once again. And it is her third. Team fourth. Jenna Scheller checks back into the game. Katie Bardwell to the bench.
Foul on number 25, Jordan Gary. That's her third.
Inbound pass comes into the top of the key, then back over this way for Spencer. Spencer takes it back to the top of the key. 3:15 left to play here in this fourth quarter. 10-point lead by East St. Louis. There's Brown at midcourt. That's, oh man, I thought that was a 5-second violation, but tell you what, Sharday Butler, she knew that too. That was coming, so she called a quick timeout. And it is a 30-second timeout, so we will keep it here. Tell you Saturday, we're going to be back at home. More girls basketball action coming at you. The O'Fallon Lady Panthers are in town for a couple of games, JV and varsity. Varsity at 2:30. Junior varsity game begins the day at 1 o'clock. And we'll have both of them for you. Boys will be at O'Fallon, in case you have not heard how the schedule works this year. One team plays at home, one team plays away, and they both play the same schools. So that's why the girls are here at East St. Louis. The boys are at home playing East St. Louis. Friday, no games. Bounce pass into the backcourt for McCline. 3 minutes to play here in this fourth quarter. 10-point lead by East St. Louis, and almost a carry there by McCline, but she found the handle, gets it out, and a big three-point shot by somebody. I can't see the number because of the hair, and then there we go. That's the third three-point shot by Irvin. Rebound by Jenna Scheller, follows her own shot. And then it does fall. Two points belongs to Jenna Scheller. And Scheller now has 16 points. Spencer picks up her third foul. Team seventh, so we're shooting free throws from here on out. 2:39 left to play here in this fourth quarter. Scheller misses that one, and then we have that one ripped right out of the hands of Jordan Gary by Renisha Spencer. And now East St. Louis, all they want to do is chew up some time. They are up by 11 are the Flyers. Over to McCline. McCline, little two-hand pass, kind of a roundhouse pass. And McCline gets the ball back. And then she's fouled. This one's going to go against Astasia Bush. No, they're going to call that one against Oriana Givens. Just the fifth foul for Collinsville, so East St. Louis still not shooting yet. Into the corner it goes for Brown, and Brown has that pass rejected by Givens and out of bounds. Inbound pass being triggered by Irvin at the end of her own bench. 2:13 left to play here in this fourth quarter. Collinsville down by 11. Here is Spencer. Over into the corner for Brown. Bounce pass just outside the lane. Now it comes back outside. All the way around the horn we go. And here is Irvin. And she hits one from inside the perimeter. Her first points of the night that were not of the three-point variety. 52-39. Back to a 13-point lead for East St. Louis. 1:45 left to play here in this fourth quarter. And Coach Moore would like to take a timeout. So we will step aside and take a timeout right along with him. And we're back in just a moment here on the Kahok Sports Network.
Hi, Purple and White fans. This is Dan Mode, class of 1989. I'm with New American Funding. Myself and New American Funding are proud sponsors of Kahok Athletics. As we have great coaches at CHS on all the courts, fields, and tracks, we like to coach you through the home buying process and refinance process. If there's ever anything we can do, I can be reached at 618-973-5343 or www.danmodeloans.com. Let's support our student athletes at CHS. They deserve the best. Thank you for your time, and go Kahawks.
Back at East St. Louis, Collinsville with the ball, but trailing. That one gets knocked out of bounds by the Flyers' Ronisha Spencer. Collinsville trailing by 13, 1:38 left to play here in this fourth quarter. Inbound pass comes in from Guerrero to Gary. Gary dribbles, gives it up now for Riley Doyle. Doyle at the free throw line takes the shot and it bounces off. And then the rebound is saved by East St. Louis. And the Flyers will bring it up. And at the free throw line, it's Spencer. Spencer is fouled, and that'll go against Bush. And for Astacia, foul number 2. Team foul number 6. So East St. Louis still not at the free throw line with 1:16 left to play here in quarter number 4. Inbound pass coming in front of the East St. Louis bench, does so to McCline. McCline somehow gets away from Riley Doyle, gets the ball back. McCline, baseline, and a dipsy doodle shot won't fall. Jenna Scheller gets the rebound, gives it up to Jordan Gary. Gary races all the way in the paint, takes it, hits the underside of the rim, and then the next rebound belongs to East St. Louis, but the turnover does. Well, I guess it's knocked out of bounds by Bush. So the Flyers will get to keep the ball. 53.7 seconds left. So it looks like the varsity Kahawks are going to fall to 0-3 on the year, as they're still trying to pick up the first ever varsity win for their new head coach, Colin Moore. They'll try it again Saturday against O'Fallon at home. That was a nice job by Bardwell to knock that ball out of the hands. And now Bush in the paint with a floater, can't get it to fall, and the rebound belongs to East St. Louis. East St. Louis has been a rebounding machine here tonight. 34 rebounds. Collinsville has 28. 27.9 seconds to play. Another free throw participant. We still have Astacia Bush's second foul up on the board, so I'm looking to see if they're going to change that. And they do. And Jordan Gary picks up her 4th. And it's good. Tiasha Irvin, I believe. Next one, no good. Rebound belongs to Bush, and a foul coming up against Ronisha Spencer. I'm sure that was not in the game plan with 25.9 seconds left to have her foul, but that's what happened, and Collinsville will have a free throw participant.
That was on number 4, Renisha Spencer. That's her 4th.
Wholesale player changes going on here for Collinsville. And Astacia Bush at the free throw line. Bush, her first trip to the line, looking for her first points. 2 for 5 in the first couple of games from the free throw line, and now she hits another one. And she'll stay up for one more. And that one's good. So the senior leader for Collinsville on the board for the first time tonight. 12-point game, 25.9 seconds to play. McCline inbounds, and then Spencer travels with it. That was a forced travel there. Another nice play by Katie Bardwell, the 5'8 freshman. She had a pretty good junior varsity game as well, and now she's paying dividends here in this varsity contest, although it's going to be a little too late, one of those kind of scenarios. Inbound pass comes into Jansen. Underneath for Scheller. Scheller turns around, has the ball knocked out of her hands, and travels, they said, before that even happened. Scheller was going up to the free throw line, thinking she's shooting free throws. I thought the same thing. Klein will bring the ball up across the timeline and try to waste all the time on the clock, which is just seconds now. And toward the buzzer, off the rim, and no good, and that is going to do it. Thank you very much, dear. Appreciate it. Tell all your teammates I said thank you very much as well, as I had a lot of help on the camera here tonight. We certainly do. appreciate it. Final score once again, 53-41 in favor of East St. Louis. And that brings us into our post-game show brought to you by Cullip Jennings Florist. Guess what Sunday is, fellas? It's Valentine's Day, and tomorrow's Friday. If you haven't figured it out yet, well, you need to make yourself some quick friends over at Cullip Jennings Florist. 517 West Clay Street, 344-0404 is their phone number, or online at cullipjennings.com. They will take care of all of your Valentine needs. We're going to take our break, come back and wrap things up and get out of here and deal with very frigid, bitter temperatures. Anyway, post-game show comes your way next on the Kahok Sports Network.
Cullip Jennings Florist, a Collinsville original since 1939. Cullip Jennings Florist has a wide variety of green and blooming plants, specializing in all designs, from traditional to trend settings. Cullip Jennings Florist is of course your place for beautiful flowers, suitable for any occasion. From anniversaries to birthdays, graduations to weddings, Cullip Jennings Florist is there for any life's major moments. Cullip Jennings Florist, 517 West Clay Street in Collinsville. Call 344-0404 or online at cullipjennings.com.
Extreme Details Vehicle Detailing in Collinsville, owned by former Kahok Jay Merkel. At Extreme Details, they believe in the value of community and in helping the community hold the value of their vehicles. A sharp-looking, clean ride that you and your community can be proud of. Extreme Details offers drop-off, pickup, and delivery service, as well as a mobile service, whether that's a simple wash and wax or all the way up to a full detail job. No job is too big or too small for Extreme Details. Plus, Extreme Details offers scratch and oxidation removal and vacuums every vehicle regardless of what package you choose. Cars, trucks, boats, motorcycles, and more. Extreme Details in Collinsville, open 9 to 6 Monday through Friday, 9 to 5 on Saturday. Call Jay Merkel for an appointment at 301-6033 or 977-1224. The Times-Tribune, Madison County's longest-running leading independent newspaper. The Times-Tribune has now added Collinsville to their coverage area this year, including coverage of City Hall, happenings in Collinsville, as well as coverage of the Unit 10 schools and the Collinsville Kahawks, plus more. The Times-Tribune is a weekly hometown newspaper that is published every Thursday and has been reporting news and sports in Madison County for over 30 years. Subscriptions are only $32 for an entire year, delivered to your home and the online edition. For more information, call the Times-Tribune at 618-667-3111, online at www.timestribunenews.com, or follow them on Facebook at Troy Times-Tribune.
Cullip Jennings Florist, a Collinsville original since 1939. Cullip Jennings Florist has a wide variety of green and blooming plants, specializing in all designs, from traditional to trend settings. Cullip Jennings Florist is of course your place for beautiful flowers, suitable for any occasion. From anniversaries to birthdays, graduations to weddings, Cullip Jennings Florist is there for any life's major moments. Cullip Jennings Florist, 517 West Clay Street in Collinsville. Call 344-0404 or online at cullipjennings.com.
And we welcome you back into the Cullip Jennings Florist post-game show here on the Kahok Sports Network. Final score here tonight, 53-41 in favor of East St. Louis, and not as good a news over on the boys' side as well. 58-38 is the boys' final score over there, and both the varsity boys and girls lose to East St. Louis tonight. 12-point lead by East St. Louis after one quarter of play when it was 19-7. Collinsville had a real hard time getting out of the gate. The score remained a 12-point lead for East St. Louis at halftime as Collinsville came alive and both teams scored 11 points in the first half. Low-scoring third quarter. East St. Louis outscoring Collinsville in quarter number 3, 9-6. Collinsville finally figured out some things and got on the board early in that fourth quarter and actually won that fourth quarter, 17-14, but it was too late as the final score ended up being a 12-point win by East St. Louis at 53-41. Leading scorer in this one on the East St. Louis side, Shakara McCline. She had 11 points in the first half, but held to 6 in the second half, and that gives her 17 points. Only another double-digit scorer for East St. Louis was Tiasha Irvin with 12 points. After that, 7 points belonged to Janiyah Brown. 8 points belonged to Raquelo Witcher. 5 points for Renisha Spencer. 2 points apiece for Lamiza Suggs, as well as Destiny Coleman. For Collinsville, they were led in points by Jenna Scheller. Her 16 points were the only double digits for Collinsville. Riley Doyle just behind with 8 points. Couple of big three-pointers in that first half. After that, little slim pickings. Jordan Gary had 5 points, 3 points each for Megan Jansen and Katie Bardwell, and then 2 points apiece for Ella Guerrero, Astasia Bush, and Oriana Givens. It was a big rebound battle here in this contest as East St. Louis won that battle 34-29. Turnovers, not as much as in that first game, that's for sure. Collinsville committed 16 turnovers while East St. Louis committed 15. And from the lines, Collinsville went 9 of 11 from the free throw line, while East St. Louis struggled from there at 4 of 13. From the three-point stripe, Collinsville hit 2, and those both belong to Riley Doyle in the first half. They tried 9 total three-point shots. East St. Louis launched that ball from the three-point stripe 18 times in this contest, and they hit 5 of them. And those were some daggers there, especially that late one by Tiasha Irvin when Collinsville got that score down to within 6 points. That big three-pointer really paid dividends there for East St. Louis at that point. And that is going to do it for us. We are finished here tonight. Both the boys and the girls varsity lost their games. The junior varsity boys won their game 54-47, and the junior varsity girls won here tonight 39-37. So the JV teams win, while the varsity teams take one on the chin here on this Thursday evening. Everybody stay warm. It's going to get really nasty cold out. And we'll be back at you Saturday afternoon from Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium as Collinsville welcomes in East St. Louis for another girls game. 1 o'clock JV game, 2:30 is the varsity game. A big thank you to all the girls from both the JV team and the varsity team for helping me out with the camera. And until Saturday afternoon, my name is Todd Duke. Everybody have yourselves a fantastic evening.